If you're a mom that's on the fence about homeschooling or sending your kids to school, I am a second-year homeschool mom going into our third year, and I went through that same thing. Okay, I went through the same thing because we all want to make the right decisions for our kids, and sending them to school is a big thing, or homeschooling is a big thing. But there's a couple things that will help your decision. Okay, number one, you can always change your mind. Okay, this was really comforting, and this is something that I remind a lot of my mom friends, is you can always change your mind. You can decide to homeschool for a year, and if no one's thriving and you want to send your kid to school, you can. Okay, if you want to homeschool them and then send them to school in middle school, sure. You know, everyone always asks me, how long do you plan to homeschool? I have no idea. Am I going to homeschool in high school? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm taking it year by year. Right now, we're loving it. Okay, there are some days where I'm like, you're going to school. But then there's other days where I'm like, no, I love this. Okay, we do our curriculum at home, but we also have enrichment classes, and we have amazing homeschool community in my area. And you can always have that as an option. So we do all the curriculum at home. So they learn in their enrichment classes, but they don't actually do set curriculum. So I'm definitely in charge of everything. But there's so many different options. So figure out the options that are available in your area, because there are like hybrid programs. I wanted to be in charge of all the curriculum just because I felt like it would be too confusing to do both. But I love that he can go to an enrichment class and be like in a school 1 or 2 days per week, mostly home. And one of the main reasons why I want them to be home is, number one, flexibility, and number two is we get to spend all this extra time with our kids, because I love hanging out with my kids, especially while they're young. But the biggest thing that I want you to remember is that you can always change your mind. And the third thing I want to say is just listen to your gut. Okay, just listen to your gut, because there was something telling me it was the right decision for us to homeschool. The different factors of why we wanted to homeschool. Ultimately, we could. My husband and I both work from home, and we are blessed that we could make that decision. And my gut was just telling me, this is what you need to do right now. And the very last thing, 100 times more overwhelming before you actually get started than when you get going and you get used to it. Okay, I felt the same exact way. I was so overwhelmed with the curriculum and how am I gonna do this and how is it gonna go? It is scarier and more overwhelming before you get started. But once you actually get started and you get going, you get into a very easy flow and rhythm. We have a charter school that we check in with, like an HST teacher, and she's always like, you are my star family. And I'm like, me? Okay, little old me. I was so overwhelmed, and now I'm one of her star families. You are more capable than you think you are. It is 10 times more overwhelming before you get started.